want to talk about this book that I had the most amazing experience, and I really want to recommend it. And actually, it was my first experience reading a graphic novel or comic. And I am talking about Persepolis. It's a duology from Marjane Satrapi. This book, or those books, guys, are just insane. And we are following actually Marjane. So it's a story of her. And the first book is when she was like 6 to like around 15 years old, and is a story of Iran. She lives there, and she through all these images and dialogues and characters, she really explained to us what is actually living there, how everything started, what's the history there, what is about all this war. And I have to say that I was extremely surprised, because I feel like sometimes we as outsiders, we tend to see the things in a bit different perspective, and we tend to say an opinion about something that we don't really know what is happening. And this book really opened my mind to see the story of Iran and how people live there from directly through the eyes of this girl. Characters are so well done. The dialogues are incredible, because it like combines, like she really mixes this like dark humor where like you laugh, but at the same time you were like, oh my god, what is happening here? And it tells you the story of this country, which really is like suffering from all the time, like wars, and what is really behind this war, and what is happening in the mind. How she has so many questions about what is happening, or about the veil, about the costumes, about the traditions, about the religion. Like she's questioning all those things, and here you have all the answers. So I really want to recommend this book. Like I really finished both books in like 3 days. It's so fast paced, it's so easy to read. You're gonna have a lot of information, but on top of that, you have a story. You have a story of her. This is a biography, a memoir about her travels, her life, her like when you leave the country and you like face a different cultures. In the book number 2 of Persepolis is when she decides to leave her country and face complete different cultures, and it's really like a shock. And I think this happened for many people who are from a different culture, from different country, and they travel to a different situation and they just face like, what is this? Like it's completely different of what I think it was to be. So it's a lot. It talks about racism, about beliefs, about religion, and on top of that, and most important for me that I really love, is the message. It's about self-love, about what you want, and especially coming from a woman's eyes. Like woman's eyes are so different perspective, I believe, from a man, I'm sorry. And especially coming from a woman who lives in Iran with all these traditions and the mindset that she has, how she thinks, how she believes, and how she fights for what she believes. And she has so many questions about, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to wear this? Why I cannot have a normal relationship? Why I cannot wear makeup? Like all those questions, you're gonna find an answer here. And I cannot admire her like more. I was so devastated, but at the same time I was so entertained, so happy, and so inspired by this woman. I really, when I finished the book, I look online. I was trying to get to know her more. I really want to know where she lives now, what is she doing. Like I would love to have one day a conversation with her. As I said, it's a graphic novel. It's just literally like black and white. You don't see like wow, but those characters are amazing. Like it's just like so well done. And it's like really, you're gonna read this book so fast. And if you're really interested, and I feel we all should be interested what is happening in another country, and having the luck of knowing from the perspective of a woman, a girl like turning a woman who lives there, who knows what is happening, what is living the war all the time, the originality, you know, the creativity that she has, how she builds the situation, how she explains something really complicated as a war, because in a war is a different perspectives. So the way she explains the different point of view and how she looks the point of view from her eyes, like a civil person, like a normal human being who lives there, is just fascinated. I really have this book as a 5 stars, and definitely is going to be in my top 10 books from the entire year. And I really want to recommend you. So if you're looking for a fast-paced graphic novel, give it a try and educate yourself about what is happening in other country, and from the eyes of a woman who lives there, who like questioning what is happening, who is a rebel, and have the courage to leave the country and then come back, and then, you know, all what is happening on her mind is just amazing. And the freedom that we have, sometimes we don't appreciate it, and after read those books, you really gonna feel so lucky just to have the freedom. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you like it, and I hope you give it a try. And yeah, I'm gonna see you next week with a new adventure. Have a wonderful week.